I'm so excited for this moment, and I bet you are too, finally. Um, got some craziness going on here. Obviously, we got these sprockets and the timing chain squared away in the last episode. And then I moved on to, okay, what now? So, yes, the head's coming off, I swear. But there's like these whole logistics with lifting it up, and there's some issues with the tachometer drive that's attached to the back of the head, and the clearance for that to come up and away from the firewall. See, I called it firewall, not bulkhead. Um, I don't want to ruin that because last time I checked, they were hundreds of dollars to replace. And then the other component is lifting it, and I need two strong backs, and in our age group there are not a lot of those left, so I had to come up with some sort of way to lift this little beastie evenly straight up off the studs without banging the tachometer drive into the firewall and not putting anybody's back at risk. The other issue is that the valves that are open are kind of poking out the bottom. So there really isn't a lot of room for error as far as, oops, setting it back down, maybe on top of a stud. And I don't want to be in the position to have to choose between the tack drive or busting a valve or hurting somebody's back. So I came up with this crazy system, some brackets that I made here, and doors to heave hose straight up, and then we can walk it over to a safe landing spot. But okay, so yeah, here's a close-up of those zip ties holding the timing chain on the sprockets, and yet we already got all that loose. So here is close-up of these crazy homemade lifting brackets. Jaguar never saw this one coming. Anyway, I have the same setup on the exhaust side as well. And then here are my little lifts and the high-tech duct tape solution to making sure that the S-hooks don't slough off of their little mounts. Yeah, anyway. Now, the plan is to lift the head, and how we're going to do that, and again, this is thanks to Adam at Living with the Classic. He showed this particular solution to getting the head lifted off of those long studs, and that's using a hydraulic jack. I added to that by using another high-tech solution of a bungee cord to make sure that the jack didn't fall away, and we have two on this side. So that's how we're going to do that. What I'm going to do now is start raising those bottle jacks a little bit at a time on each side, kind of going back and forth, and crack this baby loose. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, there's daylight there now. See, told you it was going to happen. Hello, Moto. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm talking to the head. Oh yeah. I'm going to show you this. that. There's daylight there. The head has been separated. Ooh. Right, back to work. The bungee cords are really helping. So I'm glad I added that little element. Bungee cords, zip ties, and duct tape. My dad is either shaking his head or smiling from heaven. And it looks like that is really close. The tachometer drive is clearing this lip here that holds the back edge of the bonnet. All right. We can see that these studs are cleared. There's that little booger that was giving me so much trouble. And now I can see exactly why those threads need to be chased, cleaned up, baby. Oh man, that is like a hair's breadth away. But it's all good. Holy smokes. Yeah, so I feel confident that this is oh yeah. It just barely made it. Okay. So I'll give you a peek at what I'm seeing here, and I'm thinking that this is about as far as I need to go. It's clearly broken loose, and you know, if a little bit's good, then too much is just right. What it has a tendency to happen is the studs, if they're off just a little bit and kind of opposing each other, it's going to be even more difficult for the guys to lift this up. Like I said, if a little's good, then too much is just right. I'm going to go a little further. Look at how nicely that's moving. All right. Well, if things get kind of sticky while they're trying to lift it, I can certainly run around and give a couple more cranks on these bottle jacks. So yeah, it's happening. Next step. So here's the tachometer drive that I was talking about, and you can see there is just like, I don't know, just a smidge of room left. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. And here's what we're seeing underneath. Little head gasket that couldn't. Poor thing. Yippee zippy. So you can see how the sprockets just kind of did their job, that little holder. Again, very clever stuff. And yeah, that's the exhaust side. So today's the big day. Our friend Mike volunteered to come over and give us a hand. We are so blessed to have such great friends. I mean, you really can't take on projects this size without getting some help. But anyway, so we're going to get those 2x4s hooked up to those lifting brackets, get Mike some padding for his shoulders because those 2x4s are really edgy. But yeah, so we're going to get all prepared here and give it a heave ho. So 1, 2, 3, heave. Oh, oh, nope. What the heck? It's not budging. And the oh god, the 2x4s are bending. So not sure what's going on here. We use the bottle jacks to lift it up a little bit more, actually max them out. So we're going to give it another try and see if that did the trick. So 1, 2, 3, heave. Oh god, I don't know. It is just not budging at all. Crap. Oh, um, I don't know what's going on. I mean, we spent. You can see this was edited for time, but we spent a good hour trying to puzzle something out and just couldn't get it to work. And there's that moment in time where you go, ah, that's it, got to call it a day, just walk away, cool off, go back to the drawing board and get this figured out. And me with all my brave talk, oh no, I swear the head's coming off today. Um, I told you it was going to happen. Yeah, a lot of brave talk. But anyway, crap. We'll figure something out.